The gospel industry, once the most popular music industry in Kenya, lost its relevance in the mid-2010s when several gospel musicians chose to depart from the ministry and venture into the secular music. Nevertheless, there are still powerful gospel songs that can never lose their relevance. One such song is Naomba by Adawnage Band. Recently, the band hasn't been as popular as it was in the 2010s, and there are new faces too. So why did lead singer Kaki Mwihaki contemplate taking her own life? What led her to sue the band she founded?
And I really did sink into depression. I experienced a pain that truly got me almost to take my life.
This is the story of the rise and fall of the Adawnage Band, one of Kenya's greatest gospel bands ever. So let's dive into it. Adawnage Band was formed on May 28, 2008 with an original lineup of 10 members. Rosalie Mwihaki, also known as Kaki Mwihaki, the founder, Robert Njuguna, the pastor, Lona Olwanda, Wanjiku Mirithu, Frank Muriuku, Anthony Iganza, David Ogara, the instrumentalist, Julius Nyawara, Dominic Ahemba, the producer, and Noah Ochieng. So how did they come together? They first met in 2008. Rosalie Mwihaki had just won a local talent show called Talent Mania as an outstanding singer and performer. David Ogara, one of the original members, also won the award for outstanding instrumentalist at the same event.
Waiting for, and the winner is Rosalie Mwihaki! Very much. Congratulations. Make your way through there. Thank you so much. And the winner is David Ogara!
This is the same talent show that launched Daniel Nambuki, also known as Churchill, Richard A. Sanjao, and Eunice Njeri. Excited about the opportunity, Kaki decided to do a live show with David Ogara as her instrumentalist. To make the performance more exciting, David Ogara suggested that she bring in backup singers. Kaki texted her friend Robert Njuguna and others to join her, and they agreed.
When it started only with one instrumentalist and one lady. So it was a talent mania. So when she went and performed, she won actually, and then she decided to do live music. So the instrumentalist asked her if she can get other backup vocalist. So she texted me. I even still have that text. I usually tell her to the dates. So that's how we formed. On 28th of May we met and we began doing our music.
After their performance, they decided to form a band, and Kaki named it Adawnage Band. This marked the start of their journey toward becoming one of Kenya's most successful gospel bands. However, they encountered numerous obstacles along the way, particularly setbacks in music production. It took Adawnage a year to record a song in Nairobi studios. Even after recording their first song, they didn't like it and never released it. The band then saw the services of a producer based in Nyeri, Dominic Ahemba, who eventually became a permanent member of the band. With Dominic as their producer, the band was able to record 3 songs in a single weekend, a significant improvement compared to producing just one song a year.
He told us to come to Nyeri. At first we were very... What good can come from Nyeri, seriously? So when we went there, we found that in one weekend, from Friday to Sunday, we are recording 3 songs, laying the tracks and doing the vocals, and we are done. So we found it was easier to actually travel to the studio than doing it in Nairobi.
Within 8 months, they had finished their first album, Safari the Journey, released in December 2010, which was a breakthrough for them. The album featured the following tracks.
Nilikuwa natafuta ukweli wa
tumetoka, angalia kule tunakoenda.
My heart is searching for love that's greater.
Naomba is not just my favorite song from that album, but also my favorite Adawnage band song to date. The name Adawnage was now known to every gospel music fan. This fame took the band across the country. They performed at numerous gigs, selling their CDs along the way. At one point, they even had the opportunity to perform at State House during the presidency of the late President Mwai Kibaki.
Wacha niseme, as Adawnage tumekuwa privileged. We have been invited to so many places, and not just bragging, tume-invite you in so many places, even State House.
With fame came accolades. In 2012, the band won Group of the Year at the Groove Awards.
Groove Awards with Skiza 2012. Nominees for Group of the Year:
Adawnage, BMF, Kelele Takatifu, MOG, Maximum Melodies, Tetete.
And the award goes to... Who do you think it's going to? Adawnage!
Thank you very much. We appreciate the support. We appreciate everything that you've done for us. We'd like to say thank you to a couple of people. First of all, the award goes to God. We thank Him for everything He's done for us. We'd like to thank our producer, Dominic Kayamba, Ageless Music. We'd like to thank our parents, all the churches, all the schools, Dr. Ogara and the family, our fans. Thank you, people. You're awesome.
Let's hear it one more time. Nipe uwezo, uwezo wa kusimama imara juu ya neno. Thank you so much, guys, for voting. God bless.
They won the same category at the 2017 Groove Awards, as well as at the Maranatha Awards in 2017 and 2018. Now, in 2016, Adawnage released their second album, Maisha, which received high praise from both the public and music critics. The album consists of 13 tracks, and some of my favorites are I have to admit, I think the first album was better. What about you guys? Which album do you prefer? Let us know in the comment section. I Live For You is the standard track from their second album. Its music video won Video of the Year at the 2017 Groove Awards.
And the winner is I Live For You, Adawnage.
There are times in my life huwa nimejazwa na uoga mwingi. I don't know.
For many years, the band performed together all over the country, won awards and toured the world. However, after the second album, we saw less and less of Kaki Mihaki.
Yes, so this is Kaki. Kaki is formerly from Adawnage, but I'm going to say formerly without proof. So I want it to come from her.
Yes.
Okay, so Kaki, are you still with Adawnage?
Before we delve into why she disappeared from the group, let's rewind to 2012. That year, Kaki Miyaki got married to her college sweetheart in a lavish wedding. 3 years later, in 2015, she filed for divorce. According to Kaki, the marriage was toxic, and the person she thought she would spend the rest of her life with cheated on her. This caused her to experience depression, and at one point, she contemplated taking her own life.
I came out about my divorce very recently. So I got married in 2012. And as usual, marriages are tough and they have challenges. And about 3 years later, we had a 5-month separation. We sought counseling, we had pastoral guidance, we had people trying to intervene, and we really did our best. Unfortunately, after the separation, we realized it's really not what we both wanted. And so I ended up filing for the divorce. And now this is my 3rd year after divorce. Marriage is work.
It's never a joke.
It's not a joke. And yesterday's decision to stay married is not enough for today. Today you make a new one, because temptations are jana si za leo. I experienced a pain that truly got me almost to take my life. And I used to be one of those people who would say, Mimi,
Commit suicide.
Ujue, because of somebody.
Someone. Hey,
Why
hey.
me? Imagine I stopped and I decided I will never more campaign that I have not felt.
Yeah.
The whole marriage ordeal took a toll on her, so she decided to step aside from the band to avoid tarnishing its reputation.
I mean, what will the media say? What wataandika nini kwa gazeti?
Yes.
What happens to Adawnage?
Yes.
I mean, I will have nitakuwa nimetaint jina ya hao watu wote. You know,
yes.
the band will cease to be because of something that happened to me.
Yes.
I mean, I wanted to just not exist anymore.
Not long after, the band she founded kicked her out for good and denied her access to Adawnage's music catalog. This left her jobless and compelled her to move back to her mother's house. A few months later, Kaki arranged a meeting with the band. Only two members, Robert Njuguna and David Ogara, attended. During the meeting, Kaki requested that the authorship of 12 songs, including the band's biggest hits such as Uwezo, Naomba and I Live For You, be changed to Rosalie Miyaki instead of Adawnage, as she was the sole writer. However, the band refused, asserting that the songs belong to the band as intellectual property and would remain credited as such. During the same meeting, she requested a share of the royalties from the band, but encountered hostility. Robert Njuguna even cautioned her against involving the band in financial disputes. After 10 years of success in the music industry, they only offered her 30,000 Kenyan shillings. Additionally, they requested her to sign a document removing her as one of the signatories on Adawnage band's bank accounts, but she refused. She didn't stay away from music for long. In 2018, she chose to pursue a solo career and released her single Nani Kama Yawe in May of that year. After that, she released Jibusi Kifo and Incredible. In 2020, God came through for her. She was signed by Magic Hands, an American-based record label, and relocated to Arizona, USA, where she currently lives.
This is my story, this is my song, yeah. We know he won't fail, yeah.
Under Magic Hands, she released the following songs.
You are my strength when I am weak.
With over 800,000 views on YouTube, Tegemeo is her greatest hit. In March 2023, Miyaki won a court case against the Adawnage band. She sought her royalties for over 6 years, alleging that the band had collected royalties but failed to pay her share. The band continued without her, frequently performing at events. However, they mainly played their old songs. It took the band nearly 4 years to release a new song. In 2020, they released 3 singles.
Your name is
I hope you've noticed that in the songs, there are new faces, with the only familiar one being Robert Njuguna. In 2023, the band released an album titled Tawala, which I find to be a decent album. That brings us to the end of the rise and fall of the Adawnage band. But do you know about the fall of the gospel industry in Kenya? If not, that is the next video I recommend you watch. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you soon.